Good evening, and welcome to my Cochlear Implant Journey Part 2. I'm Dietrich, and in my previous video, I introduced myself, gave you a bit of my hearing history, and talked about my current state of hearing loss. In this video, I will be mostly informational, and I'll go through a lot of material quickly, so I'll provide a written summary at the end. If you just want to skip to that, I'll understand. Or, watch on. Let's talk about the process that it took to get to implantation, or what it takes to get to implantation. It may differ for different hospitals or doctors that you work with, but I'm going to let you know what I did to get to this point. So early in January 2019, I had a routine appointment with my audiologist to have my hearing tested and discuss the options for buying a new set of hearing aids. During that appointment, she casually mentioned that I may be a cochlear implant candidate due to my low speech comprehension scores. In mid-January 2019, I compiled all of my audiograms dating back to 1986, and I was shocked to see how much hearing I had lost over the years. At that point, I decided it was time to get cochlear implants. So I called my audiologist, asked her for a referral to a doctor who specializes in cochlear implants. Then in late January, I had my first cochlear implant evaluation and meeting with the otologist and surgeon. At the evaluation, the new audiologist put me through a much more comprehensive range of tests than your typical hearing test. We measured my hearing threshold with whooshes and beeps, then measured my speech comprehension with words and sentences against background noise with and without hearing aids. I talked to the doctor about performing the surgery in both ears at the same time because I don't have enough speech comprehension in either ear to warrant the continued use of a hearing aid on one side or the other. So then, 1 week later, I had my second evaluation with all the same tests again so that they can compare apples to apples and have a firm foundation to work from when comparing my pre-operation scores with my post-operation scores. At this appointment, I also picked out which of the 3 implant companies to go with. The choices were Med-El, Advanced Bionics, and Cochlear Americas. I chose Cochlear due to their processor designs, depth of electrode insertion, and mobile phone compatibility. Then we scheduled the surgery, and the insurance pre-authorization was submitted, which can take 15 to 20 business days, so that's about 3 to 4 weeks. I'm still waiting to hear back. Then I contacted my human resources at work to let them know that I'll need to take some time off with FMLA. The next weekend, in mid-February, I attended a Cochlear user group meeting hosted by Cochlear Americas, and I made a couple contacts who had implants themselves, as well as meeting one of the members of the Cochlear Americas concierge team, who has been a great help answering a lot of the questions that I have through email. In late February or early March, I should hear if my insurance pre-authorization has been processed. In late March, I scheduled an appointment to see my primary care physician, and a couple days later, I'll have my pre-surgery consultation. Then, in early April, I'll have the surgery. My dad is flying out from Washington State to help me through the recovery, and 2 weeks after the surgery, I'll have my activation session where I hear sound through the processors for the first time. My mom is flying out from California to be with me at that activation session. Looking forward to it.